Hey everybody, what's up? Tim here with this week's SCE. I hope wherever you are doing awesome and killing it, and thanks so much for watching. Title for today's shoot is Killing Off Fear, Go After the Sharks. And this is part of our series on not only learning to resist fear, but actually learning to overcome it and to conquer it. And we talked about the fact that fear is belief in a negative direction, it's faith in a negative outcome, and belief or expectation that's positive is simply anticipation of something good. And every day, and every instance, and everything that happens, we can put our belief, our expectation toward the things that we want or the things that we don't want. And many times these fears come up, these anxieties, these doubts, these worries, and they're these huge air castles or bogeymen that just seem to haunt us and torment us. But when we go after them, we actually dissipate them and our confidence grows. And one of the best ways to do that is through taking action. So the action we're going to talk about taking today is going after the sharks. Now behind me is the bay, and there's sharks in the bay. And if you've ever swam or you've ever dove, you've probably never ever seen a shark. But if you do see a shark, they teach you to never ever retreat from the shark. You're supposed to stand your ground, because the one thing a predator respects is another predator, or at least something that doesn't back down from it. And if you stand your ground, if you don't demonstrate fear, even though you might be afraid, a lot of times the shark is going to leave you alone. But even if the shark does come near you, you are told to punch it right in the nose. And simply that impact is enough to scare the shark away. And fear is the same way. Fear comes at us. And when fear smells blood in the water, it's going to pursue you and it's going to hunt you down. But if you stand your ground and you stand up to it, just like you're to stand up to a shark, and you don't move and you don't flinch and you don't react, fear is going to disappear. And sometimes fear turns up the volume even more. Fear's going to come at you. Fear's going to come after you just like that shark. But when it does, you should turn around and punch it in the nose. And how do you punch it in the nose? You punch it in the nose with your confidence, with your centeredness, and with your courage. And you actually go after it, and you lean into the things that you're afraid of. You go after the things that you're afraid of, and you attack them as opposed to letting them attack you. And what happens is you will see fear run and absolutely bolt out of your life like a lightning bolt out of a thundercloud. So when the sharks attack, stand your ground. And if that doesn't scare them away, if they still come after you, look at them in the eye, punch them right in the nose, don't flinch, and be ready to fight. Take them on, and the sharks disappear. And fear is the same way. Stand your ground, and it will disappear. And even if it decides to come after you, turn around, look it in the eye, and with a smile, punch it in the nose. And punch it in the nose again and again and again if you have to. But eventually, it will dissipate, and it will back down, and you will see fear disappear. So start attacking your fears. Start going after them. Stand up to them and go after them as opposed to letting them come after you. And you will find fear leaves your life like a lightning bolt out of a thundercloud. So this is Tim with today's SCE. Hope you found that helpful. Have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon.